Hi friends, today we will see about the simple interest and compound interest. So we are taking the loans from the bank with certain amount of interest rate, and we are lending the money from other people with some interest. So these are the common problems that everyone can calculate. So let's get into the video. The simple interest and the compound interest. Simple interest means suppose simple interest means interest is charged only for the principal amount. Suppose you have taken 10,000. The interest is charged only on the 10,000 amount. So here is a simple problem. We can understand this simple interest. Ravi had taken 10,000 rupees for 7% interest. What will be the interest for 3 years? Means Ravi had taken 10,000 rupees from the bank with an interest rate of 7%. After he want to pay interest after 3 years, what will be the amount? So 7% means 7 rupees for every 100 rupees. So here 10,000 rupees are there. So 700 rupees per year. So for 3 years it will be 2,100. So for simple understanding, I can explain it in 3 steps. You can solve it in 1 step using a simple formulas and all, that is PTR by 100. So now we will see the compound interest. The compound interest is very interesting. The simple interest is very easy to calculate. People are struggling to calculate the compound interest. So let's see how we will calculate the compound interest. Compound interest is charged on both principal and interest. Means the interest is calculated on both principal amount and interest. You cannot understand this line until solving one problem. So let's get into a simple example. Suppose a person take 1 lakh rupees for 10% compound interest. What will be the interest after 3 years? So first we will see what is the interest for first year. First year, since it is a 1 lakh, 10% interest, that means for every 10 rupees for 100 rupees, so 10,000 will be the interest. So next time we will calculate interest on not 1 lakh. This time we have to calculate the interest on 1 lakh 10,000. Means in simple interest we have calculated the interest on 1 lakh. In compound interest we have to calculate on 1 lakh 10,000. So if we calculate the 10% of 1 lakh 10,000, it will be 11,000. So in third year we have to calculate the interest on total amount after 2 years. Means in third year we have to calculate the interest on 1 lakh 21,000. Here first year 10,000 is there, second year 11,000 is there, total 21,000. So 1 lakh 21,000 is there. We have to calculate interest on this amount. This is the meaning of compound interest. So 12,100 rupees is the interest amount. If we see the 3 years interest, first year is 10,000, second year is 11,000, and third year is 12,100. So the total interest is 33,100. So total interest is 33,100. If we calculate it on the simple interest, it will be simply 30,000. Very simple. It will be simply 30,000. But if we calculate on compound interest, it will be 33,100. So there is a difference of 3,100. So here I have given a neat steps that you can understand the compound interest very simply. Very easy also. So I have given more steps for understanding, because using the formula without understanding is useless. Formulas is for instantaneous purpose, not for the understanding. So principal amount is 1 lakh. So for the first year, we get an amount of 10,000 rupees interest. So total amount after first year is 1 lakh 10,000. So in compound interest, interest is calculated on the 1 lakh 10,000, not the 1 lakh. Remember that point. So second year interest is 11,000. So the total amount is 1 lakh 21,000. So in the third year, the interest is calculated on 1 lakh 21,000. So the interest is 12,100. So the total amount is 1 lakh 33,100. So the principal amount is 1 lakh. The amount after 3 years is 1 lakh 33,100. So the compound interest is 33,100. Simple interest is 30,000. So on compound interest, you get an extra of 3,100. This is the concept of compound interest. I hope you will understand. If you don't understand, you can see my blog also. It is there. Every step is there. You can try to understand on yourself. Suppose person takes a certain amount for interest. Here is a problem to solve. Suppose a person takes a certain amount for interest, on which interest rate the amount will be doubled for 4 years. Suppose a person takes 10,000 rupees as an amount, on which interest rate it will become 20,000. I'm saying, for example, not the exact amount 10,000. It will be something else. So the question is this: if a person takes a certain amount of money for interest, on which interest rate the amount will be doubled for 4 years. So we will proceed to the solution. So the principal is x. If we consider principal as an x, so the amount is 2x. So the interest is x, because principal plus interest is the amount. So interest must be an x. So interest, if the interest is an x, so we have a simple formula for simple interest, PTR by 100. We can apply this. Here P is x, interest is also x, time is 4 years, rate we don't know, we have to find that. So the simply looking at this, xx will cancel, xx will cancel. So 4r by 100 is equal to 1. So rate is equal to 25%. This is very simple. So we will see another problem. Suppose this time person take a certain amount on 20% interest. On a 20% interest, he takes a certain amount. It takes how many years to triple the amount? Means, suppose a person take 20,000, it becomes 60,000. On how many years it becomes 60,000? I'm saying, for example, not the correct amount, that is 60,000. So here also the same procedure, like principal is x, amount is 3x, interest is 2x. So this time they just change the variables only. This time he had given the rate, we have to find the time. A very simple thing, I is equal to PTR by 100. So P is equal to x, interest is 2x. So interest rate is 20%. So if we solve this, we get 10 years. It takes 10 years to triple the amount. Okay. Let's get into a simple questions. If a person takes 10,000 for 20% interest rate for 2 years, what is the difference between CI and SI? Suppose if we calculate this problem on CI, we get a certain amount. If we calculate this problem on SI, we get a certain amount. Here the problem is asking the difference. So the conventional method is simple interest calculation is very easy, because 20% for 10,000 means 20% means 20 rupees for 100 rupees. So you will get simple 2000 for 1 year. For 2 years we get 4000. So in compound interest it get somewhat more time to calculate the compound interest, but it is also very easy. In compound interest you have to calculate first year and then second year. First year you get a interest of 2000. We have to calculate the interest for this 2000 in the second year also. Remember this point. So if we calculate the interest for this 2000 also, we get 400 extra. That is 4400. So the difference is simply 400. So by seeing this, you can say a simple thing. Means you can simply say that the difference between CI and SI is interest on interest. Means you have to calculate the interest on first year. So another time you have to calculate the interest rate on this interest amount. Means suppose 20% of the 10,000 is how much? 2000. So you have to calculate 20% of 2000. This was the answer. If you're solving the problems, you can understand this simple thing. So we will see easy method also. What we had discussed. This is easy. We understand CI. Second year interest rate is calculated on both principal and interest. So SI is calculated on principal only. So these 2 points, if we remember, we can solve this difference very easily. Means second time the interest is calculated on the first year's interest. So that is the simple thing. First year's interest is 2000. If we calculate the interest on that 2000, we get 400 rupees. This is very easy method instead of traditionally solving. So we will go another problem. We will go with another problem. Suppose a person takes 40,000 on the interest rate of 10 years. 10%, not the 10 years, sorry. 10% for 2 years. What is the difference between CI and SI? So for first year he get 4000 as an interest, and difference between CI and SI is for 2 years interest on interest. Another problem we have seen this type of thing. Means this works for only 2 years. If he gives the 3 years, this thing will not work. So for 2 years you can trust this. If you can able to calculate the interest on first year's interest, it will be a simple thing. So first year's interest is 4000. So if you can calculate the 10% on 4000, that will be 400. The answer is 400. That is the thing. Here is another problem. If a person takes 30,000 for interest of 10% for 3 years, what will be the interest? So the traditional way of solving is first year's interest is 3000, second year's interest is 30,000 plus 3,000, 33,000. We have to calculate the interest on this 33,000. So 3,300. And the third year's interest is we have to add 33,000 plus 3,300. 36,300. We have to calculate the interest on this 10%. So we get 3,630. So overall interest is 9,930 rupees. This is the conventional way of solving. If you know the successive percentage concept, it will be very simple. In successive percentage, X percentage increase, Y percent increase successively. You can get this formula like X plus Y plus XY by 100. This is the thing. X plus Y plus XY by 100. So here 10% increase and 10% increase successively. So this will give 21% increase. After that, for third year we have to add another 10%. 21%, 10% increase will give 33.1%. This is a simple percentage concept. If you solve some problems on percentage, you will realize the simple thing. So For 3 years, you get 33.1% extra. Means if you calculate the 33.1% on 30,000, you get 9,930. So this is the simple way of solving. I believe that this is a simple way of solving. So you have the conventional way of solving also, using the formula P into 1 plus R by 100 whole power n. R by 100 means 10%. 10% is 0.1, you can say. So if you multiply 1.1 three times, you will get to know same this much percentage. So you will get the answer. By deducting the principal amount, you get the interest. So by this, I believe that you can understand the difference between simple interest and compound interest. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.